Today, I'm gonna fly Arajet Airlines for the first time ever from Santo Domingo to Boston. And actually, it's my first time flying out of Santo Domingo Airport, and I'm bringing with me my buddy Erick, who's a videographer and business partner of mine in DR, for his first time ever leaving the country, including his first time on a flight. So in this video, I hope you follow along as I show you how the growth of this country is now allowing access to the world, with Arajet leading that charge. You ready? Let's go. So boarding began. After a little bit, we got on the plane and we got ourselves settled in before Erick's first ever takeoff. As the plane got off the ground, it was super cool to watch his reaction, but I wanted to see if I could freak him out a couple of times, like here and maybe one more time, but didn't work. As far as the in-flight experience, the seats are a little tighter, and lucky me, I got the middle seat between Erick and this lovely lady next to me. Her name is Jenny. She was super sweet. We both watched some of the downloaded stuff that we brought, and this charger pack that I have came in really handy, even though there's a USB port on the plane. So there's that. As I looked around the plane, you could see that it's really new, and I took an opportunity to get up, stretch, and use the bathroom. Went down the aisleway here, but they're doing all the drink delivery stuff, so back the other way to the front of the plane, and I went to the bathroom. Little checklist inside. We got a toilet, we got a sink, we got a gringo. Everything I see in any bathroom I ever go into. Now, this just might be a problem for me, but due to the girth of my loins, I needed to brace myself for the force of the stream that was about to come out. I mean, this is real man problems that I only have. All right, I'm just playing around a little bit. Or am I? Ladies, I'm already taken. All right, went back to the seat where I wanted to get to know my buddy Erick a little bit more, starting with how the hell a Dominican who grew up his whole life in the Dominican Republic and is leaving the country right now for the first time ever got a name like Jeffers.
My grandfather came from an island, St. Kitts and Nevis. He's right from this part, and this is why the second name is coming from St. Kitts. All the Jeffers in the country is part of our family. Any Jeffers you see it is family.
There you have it. Link below to tap and book a wedding, photo shoot, or anything else you need. But reach out to Erick. You won't regret it. So there's a menu right here in the seat, and I peeked inside. Look at this mofongo. Now this is a Dominican airline. But I also wanted to get a cup of tea. It's kind of cool that it's only $1. Tea for me. Erick got a hot chocolate because he identifies as hot chocolate with the ladies. Remember, ladies, we're both taken, okay? And you know what? I picked up the tab for Jenny's coffee as well. All in for the three of us, $5. Not bad. The rest of the flight was pretty uneventful. I sat and watched my shows, tried to stay comfortable, tried to stay entertained. Part of that was pestering Erick to see if I could just get some reaction, but he's so freaking boring. I even passed out for a bit here in my seat, and then a little assist from the big guy. It's the most comfortable shoulder in the entire Dominican Republic. And then it finally happened. I couldn't believe it, and I was just hoping to catch it on video. Erick went to the bathroom. I mean, so, you know. And here he is coming back.
How was it?
How was what?
The bathroom.
Small.
Was it everything you dreamed?
No.
Everything come out okay?
Yeah. Very good.
Felt good? Just making sure.
Okay, here's the really cool thing that actually did happen. See, Jenny, who's sitting next to me in the window, saw Erick in the aisle trying to see out the window and offered to switch seats with Erick so he could see the window. Actually, no. This amazing Dominican lady insisted. Would not take no for an answer. Almost like a maternal thing for her. Dominicans love supporting other people, especially other Dominicans, and that was like, I was caught in the crossfire of it. Essentially, he wasn't allowed to stay in the aisle, according to Jenny. So here he is switching over to the window seat, and it was like the little kid in him was opened up. Took out his phone, he's looking out there, he's taking video and photos. I really enjoyed that. It warmed my heart. For Jenny, hey, you know what? We threw her some Cheetos, the puffy kind, and she seemed to be happy as a clam over there. Then it was time to land, and we came into Boston after dark, got down on the runway, and waited for ourselves to get to the gate. But the three of us became a crew. There's Erick over in the window, there's me, and our new bestie that we were hanging with the whole time. Say hi, Jenny. All right, the next challenge was getting through passport control. This was Erick's first time, so was he going to clear with the visa or were they going to question him to death? Thankfully, he got through really quickly, and we were rolling. We got out to baggage claim. This took way too much time. That's on Boston Airport, not Arajet. But we eventually got bag number 1, and then I grabbed bag number 2, and we headed for the exit. A few minutes later, we were in an Uber, and guess where the driver came from? So we made it. I think the theme is going to be Dominican Republic in Boston because we're in an Uber. The driver is from Santiago.
from Santiago, David. We got one of your guys from Santiago here in Boston.
Gracias por todo, Juan.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Un nombre puro dominicano. Wanderson. Ay, Dios mío. Anyway, taking us to the W. After some time with our new friend, we arrived at the W Hotel right in the middle of Boston, one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city, where I met a guy that I saw last year when I came to this same hotel.
Do I know you?
I think you might.
Sir Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice to
I know
meet you.
you.
Nice to meet you.
I saw you last time.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Last year.
That's good to see
How you
you.
been?
Good, good. I just saw Juan in Punta Cana.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
But when is he back?
I'll be back tomorrow night.
Oh, beautiful.
Great.
I'll see him tomorrow night.
I'll see
Yeah,
you around.
of course, man. Good to see you. Over to check-in, into the elevator, up to the 11th floor, over to this room where we opened the door, went inside, and the room was nice. Come right inside, through the middle, and you'll see this bar over on the right-hand side. Maybe we have to use that a little bit later. Straight ahead is the window where you could see the entire view of the city before coming back in, past the beds, over to the bathroom. You see one of my favorite things in the entire hotel right here. Since we're all checked in and all good in the room and everything, it's time to go grab a bite to eat. And every time I come to Boston, there's one restaurant I need to go to for dinner, and we're gonna head there now. We hopped in an Uber, we headed up the street into the Seaport district, and we headed into my favorite steak place in all of Boston, Del Frisco's Steakhouse. And this place is an experience. From the smoked cocktail to the spicy fried shrimp appetizer, into these delicious ribeye steaks for dinner, including some lobster mac and cheese and au gratin potatoes, and then onto their famous lemon cake and a favorite of mine, the butter cake, to top off an already over-the-top meal. Then we headed outside because I wanted to show Eric one more thing. You want to see where I lived?
Yes, sir.
Right over here. So it was that building right there in the Seaport district of Boston, right here, across the street from Del Frisco's, in a place called Mescal. I'm gonna be honest with you, we loved their drinks, didn't love their Mexican food, but that was just us. So we lived in this building, very poppy. See right here where it says Park Lane and that P to the left? Those two windows right there, that was our apartment. Living room, bedroom. That was it. And our doorman lived inside here, and I would host meetings for work in this room right here. I would make my team come here to have meetings because I love living down here, and we'd park right where that car's probably going, in that parking garage. That was where our car was parked at all times. So that was home, right there, Park Lane Seaport. You're getting to see my home. There's the rest of it, my old home. All right, let's get an Uber. It's freaking cold out here. So now we're back in the hotel, and we've got a few things to check off in the next couple of days. Here's clam chowder, lobster rolls, cannoli from Mike's Pastry, and a trip down the Freedom Trail. But then, Friday night, we got the Inner Circle we're meeting with here in Boston before delivering some pastries to my mother-in-law north of the city for her birthday, stopping by to get the best Morir Soñando that you can get in the entire area. I'm gonna tell you right now, I take a lot of pride in the fact that I arrived here in Boston from my home in the Dominican Republic on a Dominican Republic airline, surrounded by Dominican people, and being able to show my friend, a Dominican guy who's never left the island, the experience of another country. And then we can return home, back to our little paradise down in the Caribbean. Access, people. Access. That's what Arajet gets you. Plus really good Morir Soñando. Wait till you see it. Oh. Mwah. Amazing. That's enough for day one. Be back shortly with day two. Day two. Sunny outside, but freaking cold. Gonna get up and around here, take the big guy out to check out some Boston sights, so come along with me on that. Then we're gonna go hang out with some folks tonight at the Inner Circle Meetup. But you gotta check out what we're gonna do today. Wait till you see it. An absolutely iconic part of the city that we're gonna start our day with is the north end of Boston. And the icon within the icon is this spot right over here, a actually surprisingly empty Mike's Pastry. When it's this cold outside, people stay away. Mike's Pastry has cannolis to die for. I got a couple of boxes worth for me, Eric, and some family members. We took these to go, went up the street to a place I really used to enjoy going with my wife Silvia, called Saraceno. Eric, being very fancy, got the Fra Diavolo, very, very nice. And me, chicken parm. I'm 12. But it was an enjoyable meal and just nice to be inside because of how damn cold it was outside. I looked at the wall of celebrities with Kobe and Ben Affleck and Muhammad Ali just to make sure I wasn't on there yet. Goals, people, goals. And then we headed out of the north end on foot. Oh, by the way, see this place, Modern Pastry? For those of you who say, no, Modern's the spot, not Mike's, you're out of your damn minds. Team Mike's, baby. Team Mike's. Now, multiple times along this walk, I had to remind Eric that we aren't in the Dominican Republic, so his volume at 11 might need to come down to a comfortable 6. And I think he finally got the message. The city you used to live in? He doesn't know how to be quiet.
Shh, Jimmy.
Shh. What are we, now you're quiet? I forgot how loud Dominicans are until you get them out of the country and up here. I'm used to the loud every day. Now, as we walked through this outdoor market called Haymarket, I remembered this incredible monument in the middle of the city that most people have no idea what it is. That became our next stop. This is one of my favorite things in Boston people don't know enough about. You see these 6 towers? Those 6 towers?
Yeah.
This is called the Holocaust Memorial. Let me show you the significance of this. Come here. So each of these 6 towers represents one of the concentration camps in Nazi Germany. The steam is symbolic of the gassing there, but check this out. So this one, Chelmno, not one of the more known ones, but it's one of the concentration camps. But let me show you here. So each one of these numbers right here, one of these numbers, like this one, 034, that represents one person. Every one of these numbers represents one person killed at this concentration camp. All the way across, look all the way across, go all the way up,
Wow.
and all the way around. And then that one, Treblinka, that's all people. This is Treblinka, Majdanek. So Bibor, look at that, all the way up, all 4 sides. One of these, just one of these, is a human being. Just one. All of that. This is the most famous, Auschwitz, and then Belzec. It's like emotional to see that. It's crazy. Let me show you something else. See this place here? And it now says Alma Cantina. So Alma Cantina is the bar my wife and I went to the night that I proposed to her. Because it was raining like crazy. We had to run someplace. We were over there on State Street and we ran to that bar. And it happened to be that in that bar, there were like 30 of our coworkers that night, that one night. They happened to be there in the whole city.
Oh, get to know.
But we got engaged.
Sorry.
Got engaged and ran to that bar. It was 2010, I think. No, 2009, 2009. Yeah, married in 2010, but I think we got engaged in 09. I don't remember. No, we got engaged in 2010.
I don't remember the date, Jimmy.
Whew.
Where we at now, Jimmy?
We're kind of Faneuil Hall area, Faneuil Hall. You can go check out the financial district. We circled back around to the Quincy Market and went inside really to get warm. Forget how cold it is up here. But we strolled through and I just showed Eric all the little shops and little restaurants and street food spots that go all the way up through the market. And when we got through to the other side, I remembered I wanted to show him something else from my past in Boston, so I brought him to that next. Yeah, so, okay, this building here, One India. If you go on the side, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. The 6th floor, I live there. I'll just say this, I like living where you can get to a lot of things, right? Like where I live in Punta Cana, it's great. And then here as well, you can see everything. So, all right. So you see that little building that doesn't really fit? The small one right there.
Yeah, I see it.
The red with the thing on top.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the original State House. Come on. That's the original State House for Massachusetts. And on the balcony on the front there, right in the middle of the building, you see the middle of the building right there? So right in the balcony in the middle is where they had the first reading of the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, you told me yesterday.
July 4, 1776. Yeah, it was read right there for the first time. Yeah, we'll go check it out. In fact, we'll get in the subway underneath it. We actually skipped the subway and went to the one thing I miss not having living in the Dominican Republic, and that is Marshall's. And Eric and I both did a little shopping and got some good discounts. Then back to the hotel where I was so happy to run into an old friend. Is that him? What's happening?
Hey, how are you, Mama? Sorry. So good to see you here. We were in Punta Cana.
I know.
No shirt,
no clothes.
Now we're here. He's a great person. He's doing a great job for us.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Honestly, and the thing is, what happened is, it's different from me saying it, he saying it, or Eric saying it, because
Sure.
we're Dominican. We're
Yeah,
biased.
yeah, sure thing.
But when it comes from somebody that don't even speak that much Spanish,
Right.
American.
Come on.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say.
You're not that guy.
It shows like you move there,
Yeah.
leave the U.S. to move there.
Yeah.
He's there. I can go. He's safe.
Sure,
Check.
yeah. Oh, it means a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, buddy. Good seeing you.
I'm good in winter.
Yeah, you too, but I like you better with no shirt. Now, what Juan didn't tell me is he had a little surprise for us. When we got back to the room, he sent this guy to get all of our stuff, bring us upstairs, down the hallway, and into an upgraded room. Honestly, thank you to Juan. Thank you to the W for the hospitality. I mean, just look at this view. Amazing. On our way out, I made sure to stop by, say thank you, as we headed across town in an Uber to meet up with an amazing Dominican crew of folks here in Boston, but we had a little bit of a logistical issue. Headed to meet the Inner Circle. Excited to see these folks. Carrie, Nelly, all these people. Raj, hope you make it. Hope you make it, Raj. We'll see if you do. Mari, I think you're coming as well. Claritza, all of you. But I took us to a bar that's closed on a Friday night right by the Boston Garden. So this is, we're figuring it out. We're picking a different spot. Thankfully, we all know this area, so we're going for it. But yeah, we're gonna go see some of the Inner Circle folks. I really enjoy seeing this community. So let's go take care of them. Let's figure out where we're actually gonna go. Just a few minute walk away is a really cool little bar district I remember going to all the time. So I figured we would go there, and we all met at this place, a historic bar named the Green Dragon. I popped inside, looked around, and some people were already here as we got set up for where we were gonna be for the rest of the night. And what a fun night it was. Folks grabbed some beers, some drinks, hung out, talked. We made sure to get together, all 20, 30 of us, for this big group photo. Figured we'd put the biggest guy out in front. Why not? But with the photo taken, we hung for a few more minutes, said our goodbyes, shared a few more laughs, and really, honestly, just what an amazing group of people. I truly, truly, truly had a great time with all of them. All right, we're taking the big guy in to Lynn, the city of sin. See my mother-in-law, see my sister-in-law. Well, she's not in Lynn, but we'll see her on the way. And we're gonna stop and get the best Morir Soñando that you can get in all of Boston. I think in the world. I'll just go with it, even though I've only had like 8 of them in my life. This is the best one I've ever had, and you'll love it too, buddy. You'll love it too. I have to warn you though.
And you gotta say the name of the place.
Rincon Macorizano.
You know where I'm from, right?
That's true. Yes. So the other thing is, I need you to know this, Eric. I have a reputation in Lynn. They gave me a nickname there. I'm known to the locals as El Guapo. They take it seriously. So if they celebrate me, or just if I have a lot of fans around, I need you to just help me navigate through Lynn. Okay?
I'll help you out.
El Guapo is
your security.
El Guapo is returning. And I need your honest review on the Morir Soñando, because people are going to be asking for it. They're going to think, the gringo, he thinks he knows. I need to hear yours. Honest.
I'll be honest.
Honest. All right, let's go do it. Before going to Lynn, we went to my sister-in-law's house, which is in a different town. And on our way there, all we could think about was, can Eric see snow? So we threw on his ridiculous Eagles jacket. It's the only thing warm that he had. I mean, he lives in the Caribbean. Makes sense. And we just kind of waited around to see if there was going to be snow. And just when we thought it wasn't going to happen, suddenly...
You see it? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Snowing.
All right, so the snow wasn't exactly plentiful, but we kept our eye on the sky just to see if we got a few more flakes coming down. But next up, we're finally arriving in Lynn, Massachusetts, at this place, Rincon Macorizano, and we're finally going to have what I deem to be the best Morir Soñando you can get, at least in Boston. Here it is. Here I am, taking a sip, which conjured up this reaction. Ay, Dios mío. All right, we need the honest moment of truth here.
It's really good. It's really good.
Rate it. Top 5?
Yes.
Top 5.
Top 5.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Before we headed back to the city, I had a chance to go see my stepsister-in-law, who just went through a surgery. So we ran over to her house quick and got to say hi. Get well soon, Ceci. Then back into the city, and hey, we can kind of see it. There's some snow out there. It's at least flurrying. But more importantly, it's time for Eric to try a Boston delicacy, Dunkin' Donuts. Or just Dunkin' now, I guess. Whatever. We grabbed one for each of the guys working at the W Hotel, as well as for Eric so that he could give it a try. And then came the moment of truth. Are you gonna do it? Wait, whoa.
Yeah, of course.
Here it goes. Take the drink.
It's good.
You're not as excited as we'd like you to be. Let's do it. Wait. Take two. Take 2. Drink it again. Drink it again.
I like it.
No. Take 3.
What do you
Take 3.
do?
Take 3. I need you. Let me just coach him for a second. I need it. Excitement. I need you to roar. These are Bostonians, man. That's Dunkin' Donuts. If you don't get the right reaction, they'll bury you somewhere under the Tobin Bridge. It's time. Right? All right, ready. Take 3. Eric, first time trying Dunkin' Donuts. Take 3. So let's see.
Oh my God!
Huh?
What the hell? Yes!
Much better. Now, before we wrapped up the trip, we had to hit some important landmarks. Eric still hadn't been to TJ Maxx, so we had to go there. But Eric wanted to go back to Marshall's so that he could get this massager for his wife, and look at how excited he is. And then before we headed back to the airport, we checked off a whole bunch of other things. We rolled through Chinatown, had some New York-style pizza, yes, in Boston. It's still applicable. Grabbed clam chowder, took a stroll down Newberry Street, gave him his first ride on a subway on the red line of the T. We even looked at this crazy art exhibit in the city with all these lighted men standing on stairs. Pretty cool. And even took him over to the ending of the Boston Marathon. All in all, I would say a really complete trip. But let's hear his perspective on this.
I really love to walk around the city. I enjoy it. Even was really cold. I'm happy to feel how it feels in a different weather in another place, another country. I never experienced that kind of feeling. It's not the best, but I'm a man. We can handle that. So
we had some Dominican food up in Lynn, right?
Oh, that was great.
Right.
And the name of the place is Rincón Macorizano. The owner is from San Pedro de Macorís. So we really enjoy the food in this place. That was amazing. Thank you to take me there, Jamie.
Of course. I just think it's super cool to have had this experience. Thanks to Arajet for the first time flying here. I hope what you took away from this video. This was a fun video to make. It was great to be here to experience all the things he did for the first time. It was great to be able to fly a Dominican airline from the country I love, something that they now offer that they haven't ever been able to before, and for it to stick. This time it looks like it's sticking, meaning a Dominican-based airline. Just part of the story of the infrastructure growth and the overall growth of DR. So look, I know this video is sort of from cold, snowy Boston, not quite the beautiful background that you might see in some other videos. And maybe instead you want some better travel advice for going to DR. Well, I gave you 12 mistakes you shouldn't make right here in this video. So tap on that, take a look, and until the next time I come back to the US and do a video like this, I'll see you then.